too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Quickly to the air is Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down carry for Barkley. Down at the 25. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to, hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. On first down, right back to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll give to Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ready.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Hall. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. but you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This time Wilson will throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Jackson, the man in motion left. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In motion left, that's Jackson.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Barkley, inside handoff. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
In motion is Grant. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Another try for Barkley, and he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
They go play action now. Wilson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the ready.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got room. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
A guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third down, Wilson on the move to his left. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. There's Wilson to throw.
And a check down, complete to Hall.
Touchdown! Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Check.
Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hurry.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In motion left, that's Jackson.
Exit.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here we go. Hey, Charlie. 51. Back. Hey, stop.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hall again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a give to Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath. Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson, the man in motion left. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Ready, go.
Lawrence. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Grant on the return. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5.
Here we go.
And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And it's incomplete, and now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. One last shot for Wilson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause, hey, they can't rock with us.